This story is about a surprising job interview experience Ramesh, a young man from India, goes through, filled with unexpected twists, humor, and a bit of confusion. It'll leave you curious to know what happens next, and there's an amusing lesson in the end. Before we get into the story, dear viewers, I put in a lot of effort and spend a great deal of time to bring you these videos. All I am asking for is a zero cost favor. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Let's start the story. Ramesh opened the door slightly and peeked into the interview room. Seeing him, the person in charge, Mr. Raman, said, "Please, come in." Ramesh stepped inside and was asked to sit down. He looked around the large hall. There was a huge screen on the right side, with a digital projector hanging from the ceiling. The hall was furnished with plush, throne-like chairs and thick carpets that softened every step. Split air conditioners hummed quietly, keeping the room cool. However, one thing felt out of place: a crumpled piece of paper lying near the wall on the left. In front of Ramesh, seated on the opposite side of a large oval table, were four people. Raman, the man on the right, initiated the conversation. "How do you find this atmosphere?" Ramesh replied, "It's a great conference hall. Projector, screen, whiteboard, marker, soundproofing, comfortable chairs, and a beautiful carpet. The whole room has a calm atmosphere." Raman then pointed to the crumpled paper and asked, "Didn't that piece of paper bother you?" Ramesh nodded thoughtfully. "I noticed it, sir. That piece of paper seems to be the first page of Mr. Narayanan's notepad," he said, pointing to the man sitting on the far left. While tearing it, he accidentally left a small triangle attached to the pad. "I didn't mention it because, in a spotless room like this, calling someone a messy person might hurt their feelings." The four interviewers exchanged surprised glances, each looking at the other. "Mr. Raman then asked, "Fine. Outside, there's a cleaning lady. Why don't you ask her to remove it?" Ramesh stood up and asked, "What's her name, sir?" Again, they exchanged glances, unsure of the answer. Finally, Raman nodded, silently acknowledging the oversight. Ramesh then opened the door and asked the peon, "Mohan, what's the cleaning lady's name?" "It's Rani," he replied. Ramesh called out, "Rani ma'am, could you come here for a moment?" After she entered and cleared away the crumpled paper, Ramesh returned and took his seat. Raman, with an approving smile, continued, "It's impressive that you pay attention to small details and address workers by their names. That's important. Now, one last question. If you answer this right, you'll score 100 marks." Ramesh nodded eagerly. "Please ask, sir." Raman looked at the four people present and asked, "Among the four of us, one is the head of the factory, one is the head of the personnel department, one is the head of finance, and one is your boss. You don't have to name everyone, but can you tell us who the factory head is?" Ramesh thought carefully, then replied, "When I came in, all three of you were treating Narayanan, who's sitting on the left, with great respect. That could confuse someone, but I realized he is not the factory head. He's too quiet and observant, so he might be the personnel manager. Raman, you seem like the boss, and I could see a hint of pride on your face as if saying, 'Look at the kind of person we are selecting.' That leaves two people," he added, glancing at Mr. Kumar and Mr. Suresh. "Only one of them is the factory head, but the other hasn't written anything so far. That's likely the finance head because he'll only be active when talking about salaries. So, the second person from the left must be the factory head." "Splendid," said Mr. Raman with a smile. "Your observation skills are excellent. These are important qualities for a maintenance officer. Please wait, we'll let you know. Ramesh, feeling amused, commented, Sir, this is a unique interview. Usually, it's just picking up my resume, asking questions about myself. But this was something else. I really enjoyed it, sir. Mr. Raman responded, Thank you. By the way, did you say your name is Ramesh? Aren't you Sundaresan? No, sir, he's waiting outside, Ramesh replied. Then who are you? I recently joined in the canteen, sir. My supervisor sent me to check how many sets of tea and snacks to prepare for the conference hall. I peeked in, and you invited me in. It was fun answering all the questions, sir. If you like the story then, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you in advance and have a wonderful day.